Hey everyone, coming to you from downtown Charleston on the southern tip at the Charleston Battery and Whitepoint Gardens. Today I'm going to be taking you with me on a tour around the Battery. The Battery runs from the Ashley River all the way down to the Cooper River, and then there's also Waterfront Park. And it's such a nice day out today, I thought I'd take us on a trip and tell you a little bit about Charleston Battery. When you are in Charleston and visiting Charleston, this is kind of the place you don't want to miss. And you come down here and you can walk on a nice day, and the breeze is great, and people are out kind of people watching and just enjoying the day. So we're gonna walk right now. I'm on a further east portion of the Battery, but we're gonna walk down this way and see more of the southern tip of Charleston. So let's go. So as I mentioned, the Battery runs from the Ashley River to the Cooper River and Charleston Harbor. And a lot of people just get the sights just by going on a boat. So they sail by, they drive by, and it's a beautiful view from out there. But mostly what people do is they come out here and they walk and they get exercise and people watch the war. Also, people fish right off of this little Battery here. And now I mentioned we'd be visiting Whitepoint Gardens, and during the Civil War they used this as artillery. It was originally established as a park. Whitepoint Gardens Park, or also known as Battery Park, but really it's just a beautiful place just to walk around, as you see when I turn it around. It's a gorgeous place for pictures, nice and cool, a lot of shade for the hot summer months, and it's really nice. One of my favorite places to walk. Along the Battery here in Whitepoint Gardens, there are some of the most beautiful houses in Charleston. This area is known as South of Broad. If you can see over there, there are some beautiful southern double porch mansions. Now this walkway is lined by some live oaks that have been here for a very long time. Now, as a wayfinder, I came from down this way and I walked east towards the tip, and right now we're walking through Whitepoint Gardens and we're going to go right back out to the Battery. But I wanted to show you how nice this is. If you're in town Charleston, this is a great place to visit. Now I'm actually in the middle of Whitepoint Gardens, and there is behind me a little bit of a gazebo. You can take pictures here. Let's go ahead and walk up in there, and then we'll head out back to the Battery. A lot of people just kind of hang out, take a break, drink some water, and take in the sights around them. So, to recap, we just came from down that way to this gazebo, and now we're heading back out to the Battery. You can see here they still have kind of representations of what the artillery would have looked like with cannons. None of this is usable, but it still shows what it was like. Okay, so we just came from down there and crossed into Whitepoint Gardens over there, and then we came out back to the Battery this way. So let's continue on. This is one of the areas that was actually worked on. You can see fresh cement because over time the salt water, the wind, the waves, they tend to beat it up. And with sea level rise, it's important. So now we're coming up to what is known as the southern tip of the Battery. And then we'll turn left and we'll go north towards the Cooper River entrance. Hey, what do you think? Should we keep going? Let's keep going. We're at the southern tip of the Battery, and we're going to walk down this way. It's important to note that this here is the mouth of the Ashley River, and going this way is the Charleston Harbor. Boats will come in from over there. Also, as you can see down that way, it's very small, but that is Fort Sumter, straight out that way. Back here a little ways down the Battery, we just came from that way, and I mentioned that there are a lot of mansions along the Battery, and I just want to give you a quick show of what those look like. All the way down here, and whenever there's a really bad storm with storm surge, the water actually comes over the Battery and gets on the first level of a lot of these homes. That's why you see there's construction. As you can see, they have stand the test of time. And way out there you have the harbor. Now we are coming to the end of this side of the Charleston Battery on the Cooper River side, but we're going to continue on to Waterfront Park. One of the great things about coming to visit Charleston is you're able to take a horse-drawn carriage from one of the local travel tourist companies. Each carriage company kind of gets a designated route, and they don't really know until right at the time of the tour. So it depends on where the ones before them went. They get assigned, and depending on where they're assigned, they go a different way. So you can go on multiple carriage rides and get a different tour. Okay, we're coming up to Waterfront Park, and wanted to give you a view of the harbor. In the summertime, this is the place to be. Today, it's pretty quiet. You can see the Ravenel Bridge also known as the Cooper River Bridge. And going out on a boat, you have a great view of both spans. Across the harbor you have Yorktown in the distance. We're now coming up to one of the iconic, we're now walking up to the iconic pineapple fountain. This fountain was put in 1990 and is a sign of hospitality. Now behind me you can see the Cooper River Bridge. This is also a great place to walk, right here at Waterfront Park. A lot of times in the summer the breeze is great, and it's a great place to unwind. This area we're coming up to right now is known as Rainbow Row. A lot of times you see the postcards, and inside there you see the multicolored homes. As you can see, the colors are starting to get more vibrant, and this is a great place to take a picture. You can typically get the best picture when there's no cars out front. That's a seldom sight these days. Famous Rainbow Row. With Charleston being such a historic city, you think these lanterns would be here since the 18th century, but it's not true. I believe a lot of these gas lanterns are more recent as the last 20 to 30 years. I mentioned before that dolphins will typically feed close to the shore. And what they do is they come up in a pod and they get them into a formation, and then they kind of smack and stun the fish. And that way they can all eat from the school. Continuing on, the sun is starting to set and the crowds are lightening up. Down here, right at the tip of Whitepoint Gardens, there's a monument which includes all the states of the United States, including South Carolina. If you look at the top, there's a $1, and it'll give you a reminder in case you don't have a watch on. You can see there, 4 o'clock. Some more beautiful homes right here on the Battery. Just imagine waking up and looking off your balcony to the Ashley River. Alright, to conclude this, the Battery and Whitepoint Gardens is just a great place to be if you're visiting Charleston. So come out and check it out. It's fun. People watch. Take some great pictures. And enjoy Charleston. That concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed all the content about the Battery and Whitepoint Gardens. Now remember, like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks so much.